Check. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me now. And I'll ask for a favor. I had to unhook something this week, so pardon me for that. But welcome to Tuber Chat. And if you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, and you understand that everybody on YouTube can make mistakes just as much as everybody else, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. So I have this Razer Kaio microphone. So it's actually a webcam with a ring light and a microphone built in, and I keep it on top of my computer. But I had to take it away this week to try something else, and that's way too long of a story to get into. But I had forgotten to put it back before we started. So as soon as I started up, I could see that you guys can't hear me. And let me show you what I'm talking about for those of you who want to use something like OBS or Streamlabs. You'll see this audio that's going up and down. It says Razer Kaio. That happens to be my microphone. And then we've also got music in the background. If I'm quiet, you should be able to hear the music. But you can also set buttons so that it mutes your mic. As you can see, you can't hear me when I do that. So anyway, I had unplugged the mic. Now the biggest problem is plugging it in. It isn't just going to work, even though you think like it should know. You've had it before. It knows that that's what's plugged in. But the problem is that it's not able to pick it up when Streamlabs is already running, or OBS possibly for that matter. So what I had to do was go into the settings and reset the microphone to tell it which one it should be using. So hopefully that makes sense. A little bit of a wonky beginning to our live stream. The first channel that we're looking at today is the Bud Files, and these are extremely supportive creators. They are modern day archaeologists. They uncover history and digitally preserve it. They take us to abandoned places, graveyards, museums, and other events. And there's a lot more variety on this channel, as a matter of fact. But the Bud Files is somebody who's been part of the Tuber Chat family for quite some time now, and one of the biggest reasons why I feature channels here on Tuber Chat is not even for what I see here in our community, but what I see outside. So when I'm out trying to support other creators and I bounce in between premieres and live streams, I run into the Bud Files regularly supporting other creators. It's because of that generosity that I wanted to introduce them to everybody today. Most of you who've been here many times before are already familiar with this channel. They've been, like I said, friends of Tuber Chat for a long time. So they're getting close to 600 subscribers. We might even be able to get them up and over that milestone today. But hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And thank you everybody for tolerating my very different introduction. I know we had some activity at the beginning of the stream. Rock Chick Beauty came in and dropped a super chat on us. She's done that countless times, as has Tracy and Phoebe from Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning right after that. So we're going to look at those two channels before I start spinning the wheel, but I'm going to do some more introductions before we do that. I've missed everything that's gone on in the chat up until now, so pardon me. I will appreciate everybody's patience, but if you've mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, I'll get you to just hang on to that for 5 minutes if you don't mind, and then after I'm done the introductions, if you don't mind dropping 3 thumbs up or @ Tuber Chat Connect and Grow, that should help me see it a little bit easier. His Word has just become a member. Thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, I'm putting your channel on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, but because His Word has got a membership right now, I've just added them onto the wheel, along with a lot of other creators that are on there. Rich Cat Ranch, I Am Betty J Gathers, and Wolf Spirit Productions were very early, as well as Jeremy D-Day, Come Hither with Heather, and Derek's Journey. All of these creators before we even begun today, so I really do appreciate you entering early, along with Home Bartending with John, Crocheting with Leanne, and our dear friends Corinne's Life and Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, who are both here as moderators and members. I see Lori's Tech Time coming in as well. If I'm right, she has passed her 1,000 subscribers, and we'll have a look soon enough. All that fluff and stuff, it's good to see you here from Australia. Glorious Platter was live right before Tuber Chat. Thank you for that raid. I'm so sorry I couldn't get on. On Fridays, I run a very tight schedule and wasn't able to get in there before I started, but Glorious Platter's been a dear friend for a long time. There's Emotion. I was just going to go looking for him because I saw him before we started. When I look for Emotion, I type in Emotion New Soul. So I'm going to leave that on the wheel for those of you who can see it. I know it's difficult if you're on a phone. Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube in my 5 years. And he is a beloved and dedicated moderator and a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. So I've got him on the wheel already. Corinne's Life will be happy to see the beautiful t-shirt I'm wearing again. This is Corinne's Life shirt. I actually do just like it that much, to be honest with you. I wear it all the time. And day like today, where I am in Ontario, Canada, close to Niagara Falls, the temperature is hot enough that it's like just barely too hot, or it has been all day. But the t-shirt that Corinne's Life sent over to me a few months ago is actually one of these ones that really breathes, even better than a typical cotton t-shirt. So it's great to wear. As well, I had a bad hair day. Every day for me is a bad hair day, but today was just an atrocious hair day, and I couldn't get it together before we started. So I'm wearing Mark the Shark's hat, and forgive my horrible introduction into why I would wear that hat. Ben, I can't answer the phone, by the way. Thank you. When Mark the Shark sent over this beautiful hat a while ago too. If you can see, it's actually embroidered. It's gorgeous. And I've worn it several times, but I did manage to just grab it at the last second today, but I've worn it several times before. Cooking and Vibing with Tea, thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. I've got them on the list now. They're going to come up on the screen right after Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning before we start spinning the wheel. I'm going to do some more introductions in a quick second. But as well, one of our moderators is missing today, and that is Michael's Adventures. He is a very dear friend to me. He's a dear friend to all of our moderators. He's somebody who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive. A lot of what he does in the YouTube streets to help other creators goes unknown, but he is unbelievably generous. He just can't be with us because he's working, right? That's just due to a work schedule. So he's always here as often as he can be, and always make sure that I remember to say hello to everybody for him when he's not here. But he will likely be back either tomorrow for a brief period or possibly Sunday as always, and maybe even Monday for a while. Will Spirit Productions just gave us a super sticker and dropped in a mic drop. And that is something that a couple of our creators do now. Emotion and Wolf Spirit Productions usually fight over that. Sometimes Derek's Journey gets involved. But Wolf Spirit Productions sniped the stream boss position there. And what I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera that you see. And that every membership and super chat knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out and take over gets a little bit of extra exposure for a period of time. For that reason, that will be Wolf Spirit Productions. And then as well, Crocheting with Leanne came in right behind her with a VIP super chat as well, because Crocheting with Leanne also happens to be a member. And we'll get them set up in order. We will go through those channels first before we start spinning the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed any of our members that I'm supposed to have put onto our wheel already. But as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Our dear neighbor Hope Bus from just about a half an hour away is here in the chat. Thank you for coming in. I see Stevelyn Messenger. Good to see you in the house. As well as KCT for Real. Jan Hines is here. And I'm just going to go through a few more introductions. Andy Gambino, it's good to have you back. Carlene Geisha is actually going to be featured this weekend. And I had them scheduled to be featured on Sunday, I believe. Those posts are already up, those streams, so you can set your reminders on our front page if you'd like to. I might have to move the times around a little bit, maybe especially tomorrow, but I can't be certain. I'll do it if I have to, but I won't if I don't have to. Corner Clubhouse is in the house. Good to see you here. Don Ray B, it's good to have you back. Glorious Platter, like I said, is here. Ghostly Winds is in the house as well, and they happen to be a member, so we're going to get them onto the wheel. They are very much known for way back playbacks when it comes to video gameplay. And then as well, Junkyard Gamers in the house, Step by Step family. It's always good to see you here. Prometheus Silence has been early the last couple of times. The Gaming Ham is in the house along with TWTTV and YouTubers. It's good to see you here as well. Now, I'm going to ask everybody's patience again because I'm missing everything that's going on in the chat up until this moment. Now, I can try to keep my eyes on it and hopefully catch everything that goes by. But if you have mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat, Connect, and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Pardon me, I need one more second. I'll be right back. Oh, I thought I did it again. It's okay. We're good to go. Oh, did you see the picture? Did Kristen send you a picture? She was planning to, and I forgot about it right before I left last week. On Mondays, sometimes I have to run out the door for things. But she, Hope Bus, actually, we went to visit, and they've invited us back to go and film and have a tour of the Hope Bus that we'll share with everybody, but we got to see it for ourselves. You'll see what I mean when you get to their channel. Hope Bus is only only about a half an hour away. And Kristen had taken pictures of what they had given us when we were there, which is already beyond a month ago. But they gave us a basil plant and a tomato plant. And Kristen's telling me that they take about 10 leaves a week off of that basil plant. And the tomatoes have started blooming as well, if that's the way you put that. We're still learning as we go, or at least I am. Kristen's looking after the stuff, but it's flourishing nicely, so we're very grateful to our friends, and we'll be back there as quick as we can. The J. Jordan, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Let's Try Gardening. It's good to see you here as well. And then again, if I've missed anything, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat, Connect, and Grow, and that will help me see it a little bit easier. So again, we're looking at the bud files, and these are a couple of creators that want to bring us on a lot of adventures, as a matter of fact. So on their about page, you'll find that they say they are modern day archaeologists. They are uncovering history and digitally preserving it. So you'll see that, but they're also taking us out to a lot of other fascinating places and taking the time to learn the stories in the places that they're going. This is something I wish I would do a little bit better of a job as well. I happen to live, like I said, very close to Niagara Falls and am able to capture a lot of stuff. The Bud Files is doing a good job. Bella Anjanetto, good to see you here, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with the Bud Files. Like I said, they're incredibly supportive, and so I hope you'll find that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them. So we've got a list of activity that went on in the chat right before I start spinning the wheel. So Rock Chick Beauty actually came in dropping a super chat, and she has done that countless times. She's been a dear friend of Tuber Chat for a very long time. She actually reset and restarted her channel about 1.5 years ago. And we're going to get her on the screen right away. One of the things you'll notice is that Rock Chick Beauty puts a lot of emphasis on presentation on her channel. Eternity Luck Scratcher, sorry, I got you on the wheel. I don't know if I actually welcomed you or not. And forgive me if I've missed a couple of things here, some housekeeping activities. Rock Chick Beauty actually does an interesting job of matching up. I mean, she makes herself recognizable with a lot of these bold headshots on her thumbnails, but they match the avatar and the banner. She changes those things up. But as well, this creator takes a strategy of giving each video its own separate type of thumbnail, like individual designs based on the video that the thumbnail is for. That's just one way of doing it. There's lots of different strategies you can use, and you have to decide what's appropriate for your channel. If your videos are similar, something like, you know, Tuber Chat is the same thing every single day basically, then your thumbnails could be somewhat consistent, right? Whereas if everything is different, if you're somebody who has a variety channel, then you can really start to mix things up. So Rock Chick Beauty's been at this a long time, and she brings all three types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. But like I said, she's been a dear friend for a long time now. She does a lot of beauty on her channel, but there's a lot of other variety. Sometimes she'll do a random live stream or like a channel update and kind of just hang out with the audience. But then as well, she does a lot of product reviews, unboxings, and is now getting into a lot of sponsored videos, which is really, really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. With 834, we'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the 900 that we know that she must be thinking about. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is coming up right now. They dropped a super chat on us as well, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support to get us going. Tracy and Phoebe have done that many times before. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Coastal Water, good to see you in the house. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Later on tonight, we've got a raid scheduled for Corinne's Life, our dear friend, who is also a moderator and a member. And she will have a premiere for us in about 2 hours, just over 2 hours, and everybody will be able to keep connecting over there as well. So when we look at Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, again, we see a channel that brings us a lot of product reviews, but this is very much beauty focused in that basically every video is going to include beauty of some sort. Now that could be a product review, or it could be a look, and they're showing us the different kind of palettes we can use to achieve these looks, or they might be giving us a list of some of the top products or techniques that they use. And then again, this channel also gives us all three types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. They've got 242 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has been a dear friend for a long time. He's also a moderator and a member, but he just dropped a super chat, so we're going to put his channel up on the screen right after Crocheting with Leanne. I've still got a few channels to go, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support to get us started for today. So Cooking and Vibing with Tea is coming up next. Andre Southgate brings us prize fighting. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When we talk about the idea of swapping playlists, I know it's not always very obvious. If it's something that you think you'd like to do, but you haven't quite heard any of my speeches about swapping playlists and how we do that to gain watch hours, I can go over it easily if you'd like to, and you could just let me know in the chat with 3 thumbs up or at mentioned Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. If we don't need an explanation, I won't do it, but if we need it, I'll go through it. And Carleen Geisha has dropped a super chat as well, so we'll look at her channel right after Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. We're going to get a great look at it on Sunday, as a matter of fact. So Cooking and Vibing with Tea is somebody who's brand new to Tuber Chat. They've just been here a few times. I've only had a chance to get through a couple of videos so far. What I'm going to do is actually take your latest one, Delicious Rasta Pasta. It's a Jamaican recipe, and I'm going to add that into my ketchup list. That will allow me to catch up a little bit, get to know the content on the channel. I love cooking videos and cooking channels that are in our community because I love the real world look that we get at the different things people are making, especially in their homes. So 557 subscribers for this channel. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. And thank you for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Next up, for the same reason, is going to be Wolf Spirit Productions. Thank you to Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, and Rock Chick Beauty as well. I really do appreciate all that extra generous support. We'll get to spinning the wheel soon. And for those of you who haven't seen it yet, the wheel and the screen are open to everyone. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. I do appreciate those extra things. It just speeds it up a little bit. But after a little while, I'll start reaching into our chat list to add some names to the wheel. So Wolf Spirit Productions is a gold member here, and that means that we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. They've been a dear friend for a very long time now. I'm embarrassed to tell you that I've only seen the first video out of the series of 7 that they've done, and I think they dropped all... Did they drop all 7 yet? No, there's 2 more to go. So Wolf Spirit Productions is doing a series right now, and they've done many series before. I'm just going to get my notification for this one. I feel like I didn't have the notifications on for a couple of these. Could that be right? Yeah, let me get these on. I don't know why I don't have them on. And then let me take your latest one. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list just so that I can get through that in the next 24 hours. But I'll go back and get pieces of the series afterwards. Now, Wolf Spirit Productions brings us a lot of variety on their channel, and they happen to be a couple of truck drivers. So one of the things that they do is bring us on driving streams with a multi-cam setup. They've got a view out the window, as you would expect, but they've got a second view out a second window, and often the creator has a camera on herself, and then as well can add in StreamYard panelists and things like that, which is a really, really, really cool setup, something to see. But those are in between the other variety on this channel. There are tons of product reviews, unboxings. Their furry friend Jester is part of the family, of course, and has a couple of series of videos of their own, including subscription services. They collaborate with other creators when they can, and they get involved in dumpster diving, diamond painting, and a lot of other variety, taste test challenges and things like that. So hopefully everybody will connect with Wolf Spirit Productions. ASMR Moochie Moochie Oi, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. And hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And again, if you've mentioned something that I've missed, like a question or a comment that you wanted me specifically to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. Crocheting with Leanne brings us crocheting in all different types. As a matter of fact, I always get this, I always miss a couple. Scarf, shawls, blankets, ponchos, and Graphgans, but she also writes patterns for other creators as well. Now, one of the things about Crocheting with Leanne is that she's out supporting other creators regularly, but she seems to be here in Tuber Chat with us every single day. And she happens to be a member. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. She dropped a super chat on us now, just like Wolf Spirit. So, of course, we put that channel up right away. But Crocheting with Leanne, like I said, is here all the time. So we get a good look at this channel regularly, and they've been recently featured. Today's featured channel is the Bud Files, of course. And when we feature channels, we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, so that you can be introduced to loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. So I hope you'll check those out. So thank you one more time, Crocheting with Leanne. They are officially not only on the road to the magical 1K, but they're already more than halfway there. So hopefully everybody will push them a little bit farther today. Connect with them if you haven't already. I see another channel that's going to be featured this weekend. Overton Son of a King is fairly new to Tuber Chat, just finding us within the last month or so, but they're dropping a super chat on us now, which they've already done many times, and I appreciate that as well. We're going to get that channel up right after Carlene Geisha, but Overton Son of a King is actually going to be featured tomorrow on Tuber Chat. So again, hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. Let me get to the next channel, which is Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. Thank you one more time, Crocheting with Leanne, for your super chat again, and Sam for doing the same thing. He's done that countless times as well. But Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More is here as a member and a moderator, and he has been for a long time. He has been a dear friend to me, and all of our moderators are dear friends of each other. They all have channels of their own. They all do different things, but they will all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you are on their premieres and live streams. So hopefully everybody will connect with Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. You can see he's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And Sam is often bringing us train videos that can involve the trains themselves or the stations they depart from. Sometimes he's giving us a look around, but that can be outdoors or indoors. And then sometimes he's taking a trip, and he often gives us other tricks that we can use to try to either save money or get extra benefits when we're taking our own train trips or train travels. The Ace Deuce family, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More also mixes in a lot of other variety. There are product reviews, unboxings, a lot of live streaming, sometimes Q&As like this one he did a few days ago. And then as well, he will do game nights. And like I said, he will always allow creators to meet each other when you're visiting his channel in any premiere or live stream. So hopefully we'll push him towards the 1,600 subscribers that he's thinking about. Thank you again, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. He's taking a bit of a trip right now, as a matter of fact, for some family stuff, which is cool. Sam is a family man for sure. God Soldiers Ministry, good to see you here. The Ace Deuce family, I think I just welcomed you. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Carlene Geisha is up right now. She also dropped a super chat on us. This is going to be our featured channel for this coming Sunday. She's somebody who recently found Tuber Chat just about a month or two ago, but has been with us just about every single day and incredibly supportive in my other channels as well. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream that we're watching right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. So Carlene Geisha wants to bring us pleasing visuals and audio. She mixes those up so we have different things to see and hear every time we're on the channel. And this kind of thing is very popular as a category or a niche on YouTube, but it's wonderful because this kind of channel can be used almost as a utility. You can use it as something to watch and listen and enjoy, or possibly something to put a playlist together from and run in the background while you're doing other tasks. Somebody like me, I'm lucky to work on a computer. I would have this running in the background or in another window while I was doing some work or something like that. So Carlene Geisha is incredibly supportive. I hope everybody will connect with them as well. They're often found on our music channel, and for those of you who haven't seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. It's all available on all major platforms, but we have a separate channel where you have a virtual 24-hour live stream that you can hang out in as well, meet people, and there is a lot of fun over there. Mitchy Boo, good to see you in the house. That's also Mitchell and Dahl with 2 channels. Drunken Chef Barbecue, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let's look at Overton Son of a King. This is another creator who's just found us within the last couple of months, but has shown great generosity. They just dropped a super chat again. They've done that several times. So we'll have a look at what they've got going on their channel. You can see it's pretty much variety. They talk about sightseeing of London, worship, food, and vlogs, but they've also got some shorts here as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety when you get there. And then Grubby the Beagle is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And pardon me while I try to hydrate a little bit. I'm way dehydrated today. I'm going to try to go out tonight again for another live stream on my other channel much later. Right after Tuber Chat, we'll raid into Corinne's life. She'll have a premiere for us. and then it'll be about an hour after that or something like that I'll be out. But got to be prepared for that because it's going to be a bit of a long walk. And you got to remember as well, when you're live streaming, you want to keep something beside you because your voice can start to go after a little while. I don't expect people to talk endlessly the way I do, but anything's possible, right? So it's time to spin the wheel. So let's get that done. Thank you one more time, Overton, Son of a King. I really do appreciate your extra generous support again for the, it's many, many, many times. So I do appreciate that. And look at that. Corinne's Life is coming up right now. This is her t-shirt that I'm wearing. She sent this over quite some time ago, but I wear it often. And she actually prints a lot of different things. So on top of her YouTube channel, where she also shows us what I'm about to talk about, she happens to be a small business owner. And she brings us a behind the scenes look at how a lot of merchandise is created. That can be anything from shirts to hats, to mugs, to Christmas ornaments, to vinyl stickers, and all kinds of popular things. James Money 615, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully you're feeling welcome again today too. James Money 615 has been hanging out on the music channel quite a bit lately as well, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I have something special starting next week that's going to involve some music, so hopefully we'll marry in those two ideas. TCG fam, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I have hung out with them several times in different live streams when they've been out on the town or different towns. And so thank you for coming in. I know it's been a while. Hopefully I'll catch you again shortly. And Ghostly Winds is just dropping a highlighted milestone message. Those are available to anybody who's a member on a channel where they are enabled. They fly through the chat like a super chat, but they're colored green for the members. And Ghostly Wind says, the Wheel of Doom will always have many different flavors. It can somehow always taste the rainbow while it helps us grow, and as we all hang out on the wheel as stronger than ever. Ghostly Winds always has the most creative things to say about the Wheel of Doom. And they do a lot of gameplay on their channel. I won't be surprised one day if they end up making some games and get involved in storytelling, because of the creative things they say here. So thank you for that. Ghostly Winds, of course, is on our Wheel of Doom because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is about to be added. And as well, we're looking at Corinne's Life. So this channel encompasses basically everything that is Corinne's Life, and that can be anything from vlogs to cooking videos to random live streams or product reviews and unboxings. And this is a creator who brings other StreamYard panelists up with her. This is somebody who hops in with other people's StreamYard panels and generously shares content in that way. And Corinne's Life's been a dear friend for a long time. Like I said, she's here as a member and a moderator. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She's getting close to 1,900 subscribers now. And of course is fully monetized with lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when you get there. She brings all three types of content on her channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams. And I don't know why it is. I can't remember for the life of me how well she's done with shorts. But she knows how to make some of these things really fly. And she's got some great consistency when it comes to that as well, which is good to see. All of our moderators will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you are in their channels for premieres and live streams as well. Oracles and Beyond is in the house. That is the original channel from Cassie, who now runs a second channel called Sunday Night Crime Time, which happens to be a member. So I'm going to put that channel on the wheel right this second. Jeremy D-Day is coming up right now, and Corinne's Life has a premiere for us in a little while. Just under 2 hours from now, we'll go and raid that from Tuber Chat when we've completed here. And 78,000, my dear goodness, Corinne's Life has hit with those shorts. I never mentioned it. I mentioned a couple people's numbers because they happen to just be in the forefront of my mind. But Corinne's Life, I actually talked to more frequently than most creators, actually. She's a really dear friend and has been for a long time, but we actually speak outside, like we talk on the phone on Instagram or however you put that, and she always shares different lessons learned along the way, which is great. So Jeremy D-Day is up here, and this is a creator I've been connected to for about 2.5 years, since before Tuber Chat even started. Judy May Collins happens to be a member. I'm going to get that channel on the wheel. Mrs. VSNC09, I hope I welcomed you. I did put you on the wheel a while ago. And Jeremy D-Day has 533 subscribers on this variety channel. I'm just going to grab your latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list right now. Burger King Car Show. I thought I put that in there last week. Maybe I'm mistaken. And then as well, this creator brings us shorts and videos on this channel, possibly live streams at some point. But when we head down to the bottom of the page, we'll see that this creator has a second channel called JD Knight 7. And this is how I met Jeremy 2.5 years ago. It's getting actually closer to 3. I'm going to have to change my speech pretty soon. And, you know, you wonder to yourself, who's still going to be with you a year from now or 2 years from now, you know, supporting you and hanging out. And Jeremy D-Day is supportive on all of my channels. He seems to be in everything that I do all the time. I don't know how he does it, to be honest with you. And with over almost 4,400 subscribers right now, you can imagine that he's out there supporting all kinds of people all the time. You'll find that when you connect with him and start getting some of that support back to you as well. But, you know, it's interesting, like I said, you wonder to yourself who's still going to be supporting you. And now the stories that we tell here on Tuber Chat, whether they're about, you know, our community or myself personally, are starting to become, I've been with these people for years, right? And it's just wonderful to see. So I hope you'll connect with Jeremy D-Day and JD Knight 7. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what's coming up next. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther today. Because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm, as well as in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, so I'll appreciate it greatly. I Am Betty J Gathers was live yesterday. I missed that. But I'm going to take your latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. I can't believe she's streaming more frequently now. Look at this. She's got Rich New Design on there, and she's been streaming almost every day. I Am Betty J Gathers has 448 subscribers. This creator is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. This is somebody who is probably responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up here on Tuber Chat because of her energetic and friendly reminders. But this creator, you can see already, is a dynamic host with a ton of energy on her own channel. That comes through in her videos. And she's been doing these like vlog type videos lately, but as well, I Am Betty J Gathers wants to motivate us with healthy living, healthy eating, but in a fun way. And then she does a lot of these live streams and will always allow and encourage people to connect while they're on her channel as well. So you'll likely meet more friends and family members for your channel over there also. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and hopefully we'll push I Am Betty J Gathers over the 450 subscribers that she's thinking about right now. Annabelle TV is in the house, and that is another dear friend to Tuber Chat. That is somebody who recently, for the second time, gifted 5 memberships here, which is an extremely generous thing to do, and I really do appreciate that myself. I know everybody who's the recipients of those gifted memberships appreciates it as well. Come Hither with Heather is somebody who's with us all the time, another creator from Australia. And they bring us an interesting combination of content. They do paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations, but they also mix in a little bit more variety. I've actually even joined them on panel, and they were doing almost a shout out video, but they were talking about particularly Scratch and PPA, who's here with us when he was still working on Watch Hours. and great to know he's officially monetized now. And part of that, of course, is due to the help that came from Come Hither with Heather and all of Scratch and Pete PA's community. But he's so unbelievably supportive that it's not too surprising to get that kind of support for a creator with that kind of generosity on their mind. Be Amazing Sylvia, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let's think about, actually, before we move on, let me just see what you've got here. I'm going to take one of your videos here. I'm going to take the 31-minute one. Forgive me, I'm having the busiest weeks of the summer now, and I have been way behind this week in catching up with people. But I've just grabbed a video from Come Hither with Heather. I'm grabbing one from Werner's Adventures. Now, these creators are partners, but they have separate channels. Werner's Adventures does more explorations of abandoned locations as well. So these two channels complement each other well. Let me spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Right now is Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, and Annabelle TV is now on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. And Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is another creator. Now, some of you will remember this was a while back, but the name of this channel was actually Jennifer Ainger, rhymes with danger. And she recently changed that name. Now it's getting on, I believe, over a month. But this creator continues to be unbelievably supportive. This is somebody who is definitely a dynamic host with a ton of energy. You can see that just in the couple of thumbnails that you find right here. Now I'm going to take one of your latest videos, this Homesteading Life Conference. I'm going to see what happened there. That looks really, really interesting. And Good Times Homestead wants to share with us life lessons as well as a lot of family activities where they are talking about the homesteading lifestyle more than anything else. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve gives us an unbelievable amount of support. She supports on all of my channels, as a matter of fact. And the reason why I mention that is just for you to have an idea of the kind of support you can expect back when you connect with a creator like this. So let's spin the wheel again. We're not doing too bad for time today. We've got a long way to go still, well over an hour and a half. We'll get a lot of channels on the screen. We always get as many as we possibly can. And then, yeah, let's try gardening after a little while. I mean, it's fairly easy to start setting up playlists. I'll show you how easy it can be. So even you want to do this on your own channel, of course, but you can just grab any video by grabbing the three dots here, and you can go save to playlist. This is, of course, is easier when you're on a computer, but if I don't have a playlist that I want to use, then I can just click this create a new playlist and then say new playlist. You know, or you can name it whatever you want. When we're talking about swapping playlists here, you might want to say all my channel or all my videos, or, you know, whatever your channel name is. In the case of Scratch and Pete PA's got all Scratch and Pete, right? Or Michael's Adventures has some playlists that are called watch hours, right? So that you know that those are the ones to use. And that's how easy it can be to get a playlist started. And then literally you're just going around to videos and just going add to playlist, add to playlist, add to playlist. There's better ways to do it, but that's a quick way to get it started. Baker, good to see you in the house. Joe Moto Vlog, good to see you in the house as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everyone. So let's spin the wheel. Hopefully we'll push Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve a little bit farther towards the 370 subscribers we know they must be thinking about. Another creator that's really on a roll is Mrs. VSNC09, and I catch them often. I think they do a series of 2 live streams per week at least. and they always have a large audience and an engaged conversation. Now, Mrs. VSNC09 is also fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Woman Outdoors is in the house. I've got you on the wheel as well. Ace Flaw 1 is here. That's Andy. He's another creator who's been with me for about 2.5 years. Mrs. VSNC09 brings us pure variety on their channel. I'm just going to set a reminder for a live stream you've got coming up, and that's actually going to be tomorrow morning. Now, hopefully I'll catch this one. Sometimes I catch her on Saturday. Mr. Fulton Miraz has got some good news in the chat. Thank you for sharing that. When we look at this channel, we see some shorts, we see a lot of videos, and we see live streams, and there is variety, but in amongst these, you're going to find a lot of content revolving around the royal family. And when Mrs. VSNC09 gets a live stream going like this, they do an incredible job of leading conversation by staying well versed and up to date on their subject. And when you have that kind of engagement going on in a live chat, it really sends incredible engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, if that makes sense. So the goal is always conversation in your chat, right? That's what you're trying to entice in your audience. And Mrs. VSNC09 is doing a great job. So we've got also the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch in the house. They happen to be a member. Like I keep saying, we always add members onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. And we'll spin, and we'll get another channel up here. And Mrs. VSNC09 is now heading towards 2,900 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. So Judy Mae Collins is coming up next. This is another creator who has recently become a member. Let's get their channel up and see what they've got going on. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up, especially when I'm on a phone from time to time. So Judy Mae Collins is up here right now with 815 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that we know they must be thinking about. They've got shorts and videos as well as live streams. So all three types of content, but I'm still getting to know this challenge. So actually what I'm going to do is take the latest What's for Dinner chicken pot pie video, and I'm going to add that into my ketchup list, and that will give me a chance to watch another piece of content from this creator. And the dog you've seen in the videos is American PT. I still have to learn about that, Jax Teller. And then they love a lot of animals. They do it-yourself videos, crafting, and they seem to be a pretty good cook. So we're going to put that to the test when we see some of these videos like the one I'm going to watch. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. And I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel happening and see what's going on with them. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat today. And because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm, could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. Because of the engagement signals, like I said, sent into the algorithm as it could be sent out as a replay. So his word is up here now with over 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 that they're thinking about. And they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Michelin Doll is here. That's Mitchy Boo's second or first channel. One of the things I should mention, I haven't been mentioning it enough lately, for anybody who's fairly new to Tuber Chat, or even if you've been here before, but it's just a few times, my recommendation is always to make the first move and reach out to other creators and support their channels first knowing that they will turn around and do the same thing for you. A lot of people who've been to Superchat many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat until they get an idea as to how you're connecting with everybody else and watching conversation in the chat and things like that. So it's much easier to go first. Home bartending with John, thank you for the tweet. I really do appreciate that. I forget, I think you've done that already, and I think I added you already into our Twitter list. If I haven't, I will right away. But what that is everybody who tweets or retweets for Superchat gets added into a Twitter list. And if you go to our Twitter page and look at that list, you can check out the members. You'll see over 150 people. You know that they are all active in Superchat, active on Twitter, and willing to share. So if you're somebody who's willing to share other people's videos on Twitter, you might find some favors to trade over there and get some outside activity coming into your videos from Twitter as well. Triple Diamond TV, good to see you here. Natalie Nicole, it's good to have you in the house. Charlene Heel is here and happens to be a member. I'm going to get their channel onto our Wheel of Doom. She's got 2 channels actually. We'll look at both of those soon. And thank you, Let's Try Gardening. Positivity is always wonderful. I can tell you this, everybody's watching the chat. Now, it's very easy to miss a lot, but most people are catching as much as they possibly can say. And a lot of creators, especially if Superchat is the first growth stream they've seen, need a little bit of time to really understand the idea of going first, supporting others, and getting that generosity out there. I believe for anybody who stays with Superchat, let's say for after, a second day or a third day, or especially weeks and months down the road, absolutely agrees with the idea of giving much more than they expect to receive. But they're always watching the chat, right? And that's a hint as to whether people are interested in their own numbers or whether they're willing to help others knowing that they're going to get their milestones anyway, kind of thing. Precious Gems, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and I think I just missed some activity in the chat. Derek's Journey dropped a super chat. He's done that countless times, as a matter of fact, and for that reason we'll look at that channel next. Right now we're looking at his word, and this channel seeks to inspire us in a spiritual way. So they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, they've got over 1,300 subscribers. Like I was saying, hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther. Now, I'm behind with this channel, but I'm going to take one of your stream replays and add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up a little bit, and then hopefully I'll catch you for a stream soon. Warmstrong Adventures is in the house, another incredibly supportive creator. I'm going to get them onto our wheel right away because they happen to be a member. And Sunday Night Crime Time is the second channel from Oracles and Beyond. That's Cassie with her friend Molly now. And we'll have a look at this channel first. I'll show you Oracles and Beyond in a quick second. Nikki D Music and More, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. There's Sunday Night Crime Time. It looks like they might have put up... I thought they put up something new, but not yet. That's okay. We'll look for new content on this channel shortly. Sunday Night Crime Time has 152 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Pardon me just for a second. All right, pardon me, I just had to address something very quickly there. We're going to go on a break in a few more minutes anyway, so in the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, just please simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Sunday Night Crime Time. We know that true crime is a huge category in podcasting, and that means that it's probably a huge category everywhere. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I must have just said I was going to put Derek's Journey up, and then I didn't put him up, so forgive me for that. Derek's Journey is going to be the next channel that we look at because they did drop a super chat on us, and luckily Scratch and PPA caught that. He's done that Derek's Journey's done that many times, and Scratching PPA's caught my mistakes many times as well, so thank goodness, right? But we'll get Derek's Journey up next. Shauna CCC, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So hopefully we'll push Sunday Night Crime Time and get Cassie's second channel rolling towards 200 as well. I'm going to show you Oracles and Beyond. And this is where, more than anything else, you're going to get free Oracle readings. Now, she happens to be live right now, but that's okay. And she has a lot of different decks, actually. That's a big thing on her channel and in her community. And Oracles and Beyond does not just give Oracle readings herself. She actually has other creators come up and give different readings. These kind of things can give you some insight as to what's been going on in your life, what's happening now, what might be to come. And Oracles and Beyond has been a dear friend of Tuber Chat for a long time, so you'll find that when you get there. Super Chats and memberships are available, of course, because they're monetized when you see them, and we'll hopefully push them a little bit closer towards the 1800 that they're thinking about. Twisted V Twin Garage, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Carp's Homestead, it's great to have you in the chat as well. Derek's Journey's up next. Now, this creator wants to motivate us with fitness more than anything else, but you can see on the front of their channel, they've got a lot of featured channels. When you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. Late for work, good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. I know it's been a little while, but it's great to have you back. And Derek's Journey, of course, is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. So I'm just going to take one of their latest videos, and they sure do love grape. They just actually did a taste test of the Purple Monster drink, where they did a shout out video for, or a shout out within the video for Tuber Chat a couple of weeks ago. But they do a lot of variety on this channel. Now, again, it's fitness first, and Derek's Journey does a great job of starting challenges and getting other creators to collaborate and take part. The video editing's fun and energetic here, but as well, this family gives us a great look at their family life behind the channel. They take us on adventures, and they do other family related things, including taste test challenges and other things you might expect from a variety channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety from this creator. But their family has already started a second channel called You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden, and this channel was recently featured on Tuber Chat. They bring a bit more of the fitness, as well as they promise to bring a lot more variety. We're hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. So Derek's Journey dropped a Super Chat again. He's done that many times before, so we wanted to put that channel up right away. It's going to be time to spin the wheel. Destiny's Lifestyle Vlogs, good to see you here. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give those thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is coming up next. We're going to go for 3 minutes and then have a look at their channel. All right, we're back and we're looking at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with these creators. If you haven't already, I'm still getting to know the channel, but they have actually been around for a while. And what we find from a lot of the ranching, gardening, farming, camping, outdoor fishing types of channels, I group these creators together because there seems to be a universal generosity where these creators have an instinct to want to share knowledge and resources with each other. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch fits right into that group of creators, and you can actually see some familiar faces on their front page here in their featured channels. Now, I'm going to take a video from them. Why do I feel like we talked about this last week? I thought I put that video in a catch-up list. I really think that something spooky is going on here because I thought we talked about this, and I thought we talked about it again. And but that's okay. So I've got this video here into their into my catch-up list that will help me catch up a little bit. And again, one of the reasons I like putting channels on the screen is because over time I get to know the channels. Over weeks and months as I watch videos and live streams, I get to know the content. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I enjoy getting to know creators as well. It's actually the #1 thing that people say they enjoy about their YouTube journey. I took my hat off for a second. I forgot to put it back on. It's not only bad hair day, it's an atrocious hair day today. But this is a beautiful hat that was given to me by Mark the Shark. Thank goodness. Otherwise, we'd all be in terror mode for the rest of the stream. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, I'm going to get to that video shortly. They've got 466 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 470 that they're thinking about. Pardon me. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and Emotion New Soul is going to come up. Now, the name of this channel is Emotion, but I say Emotion New Soul, and that's what I type in when I look for this channel, because it helps to find them a little bit easier. The name Emotion is so short and popular, and it's more important than ever these days that we're doing as much as we possibly can for each other. That includes searching, finding, and clicking on each other's channels. And that will help us rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion. Oh my dear goodness. Emotion has just gifted 5 memberships here on Superchat. Again, Mr. Fulton Mraz has got one of those. Case Quick Bites, Prometheus Silence, Nicholas Family Adventures, and Ali's Craft Pursuits. Now, I think a few of those channels are here. So thank you, Emotion, my dear friend, my dear goodness. This creator's done this for the 2nd time now, and Emotion is already a gold member as well. So an unbelievably generous supporter, and he's been a dear friend for a very long time, but I really do appreciate that. I'm sure our recipients will appreciate it as well. So I'm going to see which creators out of the ones who have just received those memberships are still in the chat, and we'll get them onto the wheel right away. The interesting thing about gifting memberships is it goes an extra level when, if you think about the idea of generosity, because you don't get to pick who gets those memberships. YouTube picks them through their recommendation system or algorithm or whatever you want to call it, and it makes it a little bit fun and mysterious, but that much more generous to have done. So thank you, Emotion, my dear friend. Let's grow, let's grow, let's grow indeed. Tennessee Wildcam, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I know you've been here before. Forgive me, it took a second to remember how to say that name properly. Tennessee Wildcam. But it's good to have you here. Pardon me while I spill my drink all over my desk, and hopefully not my keyboard today. Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter. And what we get on this channel are his original works, usually in the form of music videos, but he also brings us compilations. Those can be premieres or live streams. And then as well, he rounds out the channel with a lot more content, including shorts and reaction videos. He's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and a newly revamped membership package as well. You can see it's an official artist channel from this talented singer and songwriter. He's getting close to 2,900 subscribers. And then I'm going to look at his second channel, Writing with Emotion, New Soul. And this is where we get to see a behind the scenes look, not only at how the music is made, but the man behind the music as well. So Emotion shows us the writing process that he uses, but he also brings a little more variety on the channel in a few more compilations and shorts and reaction videos. So a great complimentary channel for this talented singer and songwriter. And like I said, Emotion happens to be a gold member, so we see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so in the chat. So thank you one more time, Emotion. That is overly generous, of course. For the second time, like I said, he's done that as well. Annabelle TV has done that a couple of times, and we've also seen the same thing from Serenity Studio Art. So gifting memberships is a really cool thing that you might be able to have happen on your own channel if you're monetized or close. And they're starting to get a little more popular, as you can see as well. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is just sending a highlighted milestone message through the chat, and they're mentioning Emotion's fantastic voice. Now, it absolutely is. Lately, it's even got a little more sparkle in it because he recently got engaged and shared that news with us, and that was just a couple of weeks ago. But Emotion, I had described as well myself, so forgive me, but thank you, Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. I just agree with what they have to say, because when I describe Emotion's voice to anybody who hasn't already heard it, he seems like an artist you've already known for a long time. It feels so familiar to you. I believe that that's a combination of a soothing voice. Actually, he really is very talented as a singer, but also the songwriting ability behind is a very important aspect when it comes to music, and I think that's where the magic is with Emotion. So hopefully you'll head to his channel, see what I'm talking about, and learn for yourself. But he's been, like I said, a dear friend for a long time, and as you can see, an unbelievably generous creator. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, because they dropped that membership highlighted milestone message, actually sniped the Stream Boss position now. So the last person to knock the Stream Boss out, which is that video game life meter under my camera with a Super Chatter membership or a highlighted milestone message, takes over, and they'll get some extra exposure for a while for that reason. So Ghostly Winds is up here right now. Pardon me. And Ghostly Winds always has the most creative things to say about the Wheel of Doom here in Superchat. Now, this creator on their channel brings us a lot of retro video gameplay, way back playbacks, if you will. This is Sega and Nintendo logos on the banner, of course, with Pokemon and Sonic. But he actually has the ability to introduce probably many people, including myself, to games we might not have already seen, even if we're very familiar with games in that era. I grew up with this stuff, but Ghostly Winds continues to find new things to amaze me with. Now, this creator also does a lot of live streaming, so they usually stream once a week, and they drop videos frequently. But if you can catch them for a live stream, they will draw you right into their world. It's like you can feel the fun and energy while they're playing. And they... Kristen's making me laugh. Their Ghostly Winds is able to draw you into their gameplay with fun and energy. You can basically feel the fun that they're having while they're playing. So again, they mix up the gameplay, and you can see they've got a lot of friends on their featured channels list. They bring us some shorts, a lot of shout out videos as well, and hopefully you'll enjoy the support that comes back from this creator. Ghostly Winds has been a dear friend for a long time, somebody who I can tell you actually has my back. I know that out in the YouTube streets. They've been with me for what I believe is about 1.5 years now here in Superchat, maybe even longer. and truly live by the idea of giving much more than they expect to receive. Lori's Tech Time is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. She is just killing it both on YouTube and on Instagram right now. I haven't been paying enough attention to TikTok in the last couple of weeks to see how everybody's doing over there, but a lot of our friends here in the Superchat family have got the other social networks running as well, which is great, especially if you can multi-purpose some of your content. Now, Lori's Tech Time on her YouTube channel wants to bring us tech reviews of different types of electronic gadgets. And a lot of these come from a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, but she also gets some independent things as well, like this iPhone 12 Pro Max, pardon me, and the Apple Pencil, which are really cool things to have talked about. Now, Lori's Tech Time has crossed 1,000 subscribers and is already well on the way towards 1,100. When we look into her latest videos, we'll see a lot of live streams, and those include a lot of video gameplay where she is inviting her audience to come in and join her on a lot of popular games, particularly, as you can see, Battle Cats and Among Us. Battle Cats I was introduced to by Lori's Tech Time, as a matter of fact, but Among Us is something that's very popular. We had a small group here in the Superchat family that were playing regularly for a while. I still, to this day, have never played Among Us, if you can believe it, not even for 5 minutes. One of these days I really should. I enjoy grabbing little things like that, like whether it's games or apps or programs or websites, to see what they're about, right? I always want to see these things, but Lori's Tech Time gives us a great idea about how Among Us is going to work, because she leads quite a growing group over there, actually. So Annabelle TV is coming up next. This is another creator who, similarly to Emotion earlier, had gifted several memberships here on Tuberchat twice. So Annabelle TV, an extremely generous creator, but as well they bring fun everywhere that they go. That includes here in our live chat and includes in their content. And I can see I'm falling behind pretty quick here. I'm going to set my notification for your premiere on Sunday, and I'm going to grab your latest video. And she does a lot of these challenges that are kind of collaborations with other creators. A lot of these are mukbang style challenges, but she also does a lot of these garden updates and brings a little bit of variety onto the channel as well. There's always fun when Annabelle TV is around, and she brings humor everywhere she goes as well. You can see some familiar faces in the featured channels list here, and she's rolling towards the 700 subscribers. We know she's going to be thinking about soon enough. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther faster. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We're moving a little bit faster now because we're in the second half of the live stream, but we still got a long way to go, well over an hour, and then Corinne's Life is going to have a premiere for us. I'm wearing her t-shirt today, and we'll see what she's got going on. Home Bartending with John is coming up next. This creator has an incredible bar setup. You'll see this right away on the banner when we get this channel up here. And then as well, they're doing a lot of reviews in amongst teaching us how to make a lot of the most popular cocktails for ourselves, which is a really cool thing, because sometimes you go out, sometimes you hear about different people enjoying different drinks. Sometimes it's from a television show or a movie or something like that, and you wonder to yourself, how on earth are some of these things made, so you can get a real idea. Now, Home Bartending with John is a creator I'm still getting to know, but on their channel I can tell you already that they're willing to go a little bit deeper than what you might expect when you talk about how to simply make a drink at home. They're going to show you several different ways to accomplish the same task, so that you can get these different varying results, some more complicated than others. If you're just looking to fix something fast, he'll show you how to do that. And if you really want to, enjoy a really tasty cocktail, he'll show you how to get that done the right way. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Home Bartending with John is closing in now on their first 100 subscribers. We know that the climb to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as everybody can for each other, we see creators growing, we see people hitting milestones like that all the time. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator right now. I'm going to get some names onto our wheel from our chat list. I'm probably way overdue. I had said many weeks ago. I'm going to try to find a way to start getting that done a little bit earlier. But let's get a few of those on there now before we even spin, and we'll see what is up with Don Ray B. And as well, KCT for Real and Hope Bus, my neighbor from the very near north. And we will spin and we'll see what's going on with the next creator. We still got lots of time. Like I said, over an hour, we should be able to get to lots and lots and lots and lots of channels. We usually move faster in the second half of the stream. Hope Bus is coming up right now, and like I said, my neighbor from the north there, they're actually just about a half an hour away. We visited them once for a simple meet and greet, but they've invited us back to film, and you'll get a look at the Hope Bus. Now, you can see the Hope Bus on their channel anytime, but we're very excited to go and see. This is a really impressive project, and for anybody that is interested in any kind of, renovation, or let's say, turning one thing into another, transformations and stuff like this, it's really impressive what they're doing, because it's not typical. You can tell that this is 100% custom, what these creators wanted to create. And they've taken a bus, literally gutted it, and they are building a true home out of this. And it is, becoming full of comfort and everything else. So we're looking forward to going and giving you a look, but they've got a look at the progress. This is Vicky and Terry. They will show you around the Hope Bus. They do a little bit more variety on the channel as well, but we're going to be looking forward to meeting up with them again. They are extremely generous creators, and they've been friends here with Superchat for a very long time. They've just hit 400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get that 400 really locked in for them. Bayou Bengal 25 brings us fantasy football, and they're here with us just about every day, so I've got them on the wheel now because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel right away. And then Hope Bus as well. One of these days we'll get Kristen to get a picture that either she'll post or I'll post, a behind the scenes look at the basil plant and the tomatoes that are now growing from the plants that Hope Bus graciously gave us while we were visiting with them the last time we were there. KCT for Real, good to see you in the house. I know it's been a long wait, but we've got you up on the screen right now. And Makeup Mom and Son has come in as well. She's another dear friend who is here as a moderator and a gold member. So we see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so here. KCT for Real is fairly new to Superchat. They've just been here a few times now, but I'm still getting to know this creator. Now I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, and they're kind of giving us an idea of what it's like to move into and live in Canada in their last couple of videos. 218 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and as we look through a few of their other thumbnails and titles here, we can see that there's some positivity in this creator as well. I'm sure that's going to be a welcomed addition to anybody's community here in the Superchat family. Kaden Vlogs is here. Good to see you in the house. Forgive me, I forgot, you must have come in earlier with your other channel. I think I spotted it while I was doing my introductions, but it took a long time today, and I kind of messed up the beginning of the stream. So it took me a second to get everything settled, but Kaden Vlogs has been with us just about every day lately as well. They've got a couple of channels. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel onto the screen. And Don Ray B looks like they're going to come up next. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Don Ray B is up here right now with 232 subscribers. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos and add this into my catch-up list so I can try to stay caught up with you. This creator, of course, has extreme positivity listed on their banner when they say each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true. They actually did that themselves, or are in the process of doing that, and are showing the result of that to us in their YouTube channel, and that's talking about moving into a more homesteading type of lifestyle. So they've got shorts and videos, and I'm just going to double check if we've got streams on this channel yet or not. I know that I do this every day, but a month or two ago I got into doing this with too many channels all at the same time, and I keep having to say it every day now. But Don Ray B, maybe streaming will be an idea for the future. In the meantime, they're going to share a lot of beautiful views as well as lessons learned along the way with us, and a lot of motivation and encouragement that's going to come along with that. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 subscribers they're going to be thinking about as well. So we spin the wheel. Charlene Heal is coming up. She is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. She's got a couple of different channels. We'll look at both of those. Charlene Heal is very well known as somebody who seems to be everywhere all the time, supporting everyone. And her second channel is going to bring a lot of energy and positivity with it as well. Charlene Heal wants to bring us natural healing, transformation, as well as wellness of all types. She's recently changed her banner up, and her avatar is very recognizable, of course, and she's always got the yellow heart that we all know so well in her name when she pops into our chats. But Charlene Heal, like I said, is literally a powerhouse of energy and positivity. You can't help but feel energetic and almost smile like as soon as you talk to her or see her, because she's so motivating and encouraging. Now, she brings all three types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams. But when we look at her second channel, we're going to see the same positivity and encouragement with the added bonus of opportunities to build wealth. So we'll look at conscious business services and opportunities. And we'll see what they've got going on with their second channel. They're getting pretty close to 300 subscribers over here. They've got shorts, videos, and streams also, and a lot of positive affirmations that you'll find with mixed pleasing visuals and audio on this channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that from Charlene Heal on both channels. And we'll spin and we'll get another creator up here. Scratch and PPA is a shining jewel in the Superchat family. He is one of the most supportive creators that I have met in my 5 years on YouTube. And he literally is the reason why I use the term. Seems to be everywhere all the time, like I just described Charlene Heal, because these creators literally are out all the time. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams as much as I can, I run into them constantly. They're going even farther, than I possibly could, and it's wonderful to see that. Most of us wonder, how does Scratch and PPA do it? So this particular creator has been a beloved and dedicated moderator here in TuberChat for a long time. All of our moderators are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're dear friends of each other, and they will all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you are in their videos, whether it's a premiere or a live stream. And Scratch and PPA does an interesting series of videos on his channel for 2022. He's on week 32 of the Scratch Challenge, and this is where you get an opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. So it sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. And you can mark this week on your calendar, because I actually missed Scratch and PPA's premiere. Often what has happened in the past is that I will be able to catch it, but I'm actually on a phone, so I don't type as much because you can't get to everybody, right? Or I'm driving, typically with work. But this week I wasn't able to be there, and it's funny because I got at least one more message from somebody to say, hey, Pete's on. And I joke all the time because it's the truth that there's a few of us who have alarms on our phones, because Scratch and PPA premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, so we make sure we don't miss it, because he always does it without fail, and this is for a year and a half now. And then as well, a couple of us message each other if we don't see each other in there to say, like, hey, Pete's on, right? So that was kind of cool. But Scratch and PPA gives so much support to other creators, so that would be the reason for that more than anything else. This creator is officially monetized now, so we're all very excited. You will want to notice that he did a very special video about a week and a half ago as well, talking about being monetized. And you'll see a lot of comments there from a lot of people, and he recognized a few creators, which was a very generous thing to have done as well. We're looking forward to a monetization celebration for him coming up. So 1,300 subscribers for Scratch and PPA, and I hope you'll join us this Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, where you will find a live chat that runs faster than Superchat, faster than most you've ever seen, rivaling those of Sunday Funday or Hilda DC or others of that stature. So Caden Vlogs is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. In another couple of channels, we'll add some more names to our wheel from our chat list. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. Caden Vlogs is literally going to bring us pure variety with more motivation and encouragement. I'm just going to take your latest back to school video and I'm going to put that in my catch up list so I have something to catch up with. And this creator as well, when we look at their about page, they talk about striving to be the best they can, family friendly for sure, and they want to bring us shorts, tech reviews, vacations, and adventures on this channel. But when we look at K3D, we see a second channel from the same creator where they're going to bring more shorts, vlogs, and more. 49 subscribers on this one. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Caden Vlogs has been here with Superchat just about every single day since finding us a few short weeks ago. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see who is going to be coming up next. Looks like it's going to be Rich Cat Ranch. Hopefully they're still with us. They were here at the beginning of the stream. I'll get their channel set and ready to go, and I will look and see what we can do right now about getting some more names onto our wheel from our chat list. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Superchat right this second, but it also could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm, and that could be either today or in the coming days or maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, of course. So I'm just looking through some channels. Let's Try Gardening hopefully is still with us. I'm quite sure Ace Flaw 1 is still here. I think I just saw them. Thank you, Hope Bus. I'm going to try going out tonight again to Niagara Falls. That's going to be the last one I could do on Friday nights. I wanted to get some activity going on the other channel because I got something different. Hopefully starting next week. We'll see. I'm not sure whether that will work out. Time will tell, but we're hoping. If it does, it'll be pretty special. So Let's Try Gardening, Ace Flaw 1, and Utiverse are up on the wheel right now. Let me spin. And Rich Cat Ranch, when we talk about this is Richard and Kathy. They're here with us just about every single day. They've got lots and lots of animals around their property, and a lot of focus on this channel is brought around bringing a lot of fun with those animals to us. They do some compilations like I think they called it Short Sundays. Sunday Shorts, yes, and I enjoy watching these. These creators also did a great job on their introduction video, so I hope you'll check that out. They've got a list of all the different animals that live with them up on their About page, and they're in South Lake, Texas, near Fort Worth, and they love sharing their lessons learned along the way with everybody. So, fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get there. They're almost at 1,500 subscribers. Rich Cat Ranch are out supporting everybody all the time, and they were recently featured here on Superchat as well. Today's featured channel is the Bud Files, and I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. They bring a lot of abandoned locations and museums and other history and then they digitally preserve it on their YouTube channel. They're incredibly supportive as well. MLW Fishing Man, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Another incredibly supportive creator. When I'm out trying to support others, I run into MLW Fishing Man all the time. Bayou Bengal 25 brings us a very niched channel, and this creator brings us fantasy football. So it's been interesting because over the last couple of years we've met a few football fans here in Superchat. We've got a couple of creators that have football channels like Skins Fan All Day or ProTech Sports Network. They come to mind right away, and Bayou Bengal 25 just puts a little bit of a twist on that football by bringing us a channel dedicated to fantasy football. So hopefully everybody will enjoy this. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will help me to just stay caught up with this creator. They've got 336 subscribers right now. We're hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that we know that they're thinking about. I'm just spinning the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see who's coming up next with Eternity Luck Scratcher, or see what's coming up next. Now, they were actually featured last Sunday, and Eternity Luck Scratcher has been a member for a while. We've got them on the wheel. Of course, we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them. But Eternity Luck Scratcher has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to TuberChat for a long time. What we find, we just looked at Scratch and PPA not too long ago, but a lot of the creators here in the lottery ticket scratching genre or community of channels seem to have an instinctive nature of generosity, and that extends outside of their communities and their genre. We run into these creators spreading generosity of all different types just about everywhere that they go, and we see them all the time. So I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. They've been posting all kinds lately, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up a little bit, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. And then if anybody here would like to swap playlists with each other, again, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. We're moving a little bit quicker now, and then I'm going to see what we can do about getting somebody on the screen. And pardon me while I'm just making sure I don't have to address something important. And then, oh, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch we already looked at. Pardon me, I should be cleaning up the Wheel of Doom. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. I just want to make sure that the moderators aren't trying to catch me. I had my thing off for a while. One of the things that can be helpful if you have a few moderators on your channel is to have something like an Instagram group or anything of that nature, just so that they can reach you outside if you need to. It can be very helpful, or you can like reach out to them and ask questions and things like that. I know a lot of creators are already doing that. Makeup Mom and Son is a dear friend and has been for a long time. She's another moderator here in Superchat, but also happens to be a gold member. And so we see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so in the chat. So Makeup Mom and Son does a lot of variety on her channel. She actually just celebrated her birthday last week, and I'm just going to take another video from her though, because I've had a bad week for being on YouTube, but I'm just going to grab that so I can catch up a little bit. Makeup Mom and Son's over 1,500 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can keep them rolling towards the 1,600 we know they're going to be thinking about. This creator brings us a lot of variety. So lately what you'll find are a lot of product reviews, unboxings, maybe taste test challenge type things. But as well, she does a ton of live streaming. And this creator can sometimes bring a random live stream where they're just giving us a channel update and hanging out with a lot of creators on panel and things like that. But they, ever since their very first live stream, have been known to be on for hours upon hours because they always have engaged conversation, and Makeup Mom and Son is a very much loved and well-respected creator. Now, she's also done a lot of interviews, and I've been honored to have been a part of that interview series. and you'll find a few familiar faces over there, but you'll also be introduced to a lot of creators you may not have seen before by Makeup Mom and Son. Chris's Clever Craft is in the house with one of his other channels right now, which is Kaiser Gaming YT. He's actually got 4 channels, but I've got him on the wheel because he happens to be a member. It's time to add some more names onto the wheel as well. Now, Makeup Mom and Son, of course, like I said, is one of our moderators here, as well as a dear friend, of course. But all of our moderators are dear friends of each other, so they'll all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members for your own channels when you visit them for premieres and live streams. Emotion, for instance, who's in the chat, has a birthday coming up. It's actually 2 weeks from now. I knew it was at the end of the month, but we'll be looking forward to celebrating with him as well. I'm going to have to start checking if channels are still here in the chat so that we can get through a lot. I'm going to spin the wheel. Thank you, YouTubers. I used to work in radio, actually, so that I do appreciate the comment, but the only thing that they don't teach you is how to talk endlessly for 2.5 straight hours. If you ever wondered to yourself, why doesn't Superchat go for 3 hours or 4 or anything like that? It's because we tried. For a week or 2, we tried going to 3 hours, but by the time the 4th day comes, my voice can't get all the way through another 3-hour stream. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Yes, okay, before we get to Ace Flaw 1, who's going to be next? I don't know why I do this, Makeup Mom and Son. I do it almost every time. I keep forgetting. And, you know, a lot of creators here at Superchat have second channels. Some of them put a lot of focus on them. Some of them don't so much. But when I know that a creator has more than one channel, I try to remember to mention it. So thank you, Scratch and PPA. I can't tell you how many mistakes he catches that I can't tell you how many mistakes I make that he has to catch for me, but I do appreciate that. So Kaden Plays It is actually a channel from Makeup Mom and Son's son. So we want to encourage this young creator by pushing them a little bit farther, up and over the 32 subscribers they're at right now, towards maybe even 35 or 40 eventually. And Kaden Plays It has already expanded into a few different things, all 3 types of content with shorts, videos, and a live stream is coming up soon. So we'll be expecting that. Oh, I think that's a live stream that might have to either be rescheduled or might have been changed, but that's okay. Makeup Mom and Son will help Kaden figure that out. And then thank you, Universe. Let's spin the wheel. I did say Ace Flaw 1 was coming up, so we'll get that channel up here right now. And then thank you, Universe. So when we look at Ace Flaw 1, I talked about this earlier, but this is a creator who's been with me for about 2.5 years. And Andy is the creator behind this channel. I see they've got a brand new video, and that's an interesting title. But, you know, you wonder to yourself, who's still going to be with you a year down the road or 2 years down the road? And Andy is one of these creators for me. So it's wonderful to see that kind of loyalty and dedication and a supporter and friend over all this time. When you think about it, you know, we're on episode 449 of Tuber Chat. We've actually done 450 of these as of today. And Andy from Ace Flaw 1 is still here almost every single day over all this time, continuing to support other creators. So with 3,700 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther, get him rolling towards the 3,800 he's going to be thinking about soon enough. And he does more travel videos than anything else on his channel, but it's great to see him still posting at least occasionally, if not often. And then next up is going to be Me Amazing Sylvia, because I did spin the wheel. So I'm going to see what I could do about getting a couple more names onto our wheel from our chat list. We've still got a little while to go. We've got up to 45 minutes if everybody would like. And I'll get as many channels on the screen as we can in that time. Chris's Clever Craft is on the wheel right now. And then you'll notice that I'm wearing the t-shirt from Corinne's Life. She sent this over a few months ago, but it's one of my favorite t-shirts to actually wear. Pardon me just for a quick second. And Be Amazing Sylvia, most of you will recognize her name from the Drop the Link Day crew. Be Amazing Sylvia is somebody who's always been an advocate for helping other creators grow their channels. Prometheus Silence, I believe, was added membership. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away. And then yeah, Ghostly wins. Lots of creators going live. I see that a few creators went live just as Superchat was starting. I think that's increasing now, as a matter of fact. So the thing is, like, you know, you have to go when you have to go. So, you know, Superchat, I never stop to like worry about who's gonna go live and who's, you know, I have to go when I have to go or we don't get it done. And that's the same for a lot of other creators. I know it's possible, especially in the beginnings of channels, to try to help each other by saying, you know, you go this day, I'll go that day, or you go this time, I'll go after you, and things like that. And that can really be helpful. And I'm happy to see those kinds of friendships start and flourish. But at some point, when your channel gets like big enough that there are always people live, then you find a little bit of trouble trying to avoid the other time slots and things like that. But you do find a few creators that will purposely, like, let's say, go live and come into yours just to say hello so that they can get a few people to come over and stuff like that. But the good thing about YouTube is that, you know, even though a live stream is what it is, people can still go back and watch the replay afterwards. So competition, the way that we might usually typically think about it, doesn't really apply on something in this type of an environment where people can watch yours and your friends and mine and everything else. We can always watch everything. Not much different than when you watch Netflix. You know, if you don't see it now, you can watch it later. We've been time shifting, if you want to call it that, a lot of videos and things like that for decades already. So it's just an idea. So Be Amazing Sylvia is up here right now. This is a creator that wants to help people grow their channel. She's actually got a couple of her own now. She's been at this a long time. She's another dear friend who's been with me from the beginning. She's been with Superchat from the start. And she has long crossed 4,000 subscribers. Now is already getting close to 4,100. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit closer. She's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. And then Be Amazing Sylvia does pure variety on her channel. But when you connect with her, you're going to find all three types of content. You're going to find shorts, videos, and live streams. And like I said, she'll always allow and encourage you to connect with others when you're there. Some of her videos are bringing like reviews or vlogs or a simple live stream chat where she's hanging out with the audience and talking, or as well, sometimes she does something like a growth stream where you're able purposely to connect with each other. And then Corinne's Life, yeah, if you wanted to knock that up to 12 minutes from now, if that's possible, I'll appreciate that. Corinne's Life has a premiere that we're going to watch right after Tuber Chat, so I'm expecting that to come up very quickly, and we're going to get a few more channels on the screen between now and then. You will be able to meet more friends and family members while you're in Corinne's Life's premiere, the same way that we do here. And, pardon me, I meant to see Sylvia's Daily Positivity. There it is. I thought I clicked on it. Sylvia's Daily Positivity is where Be Amazing Sylvia is going to bring us more variety and obviously more positivity on this channel. So hopefully everybody will connect with her here as well. 215 subscribers. We'd love to push her a little bit closer towards the 300 we know she's going to be thinking about on this channel. I'm just going to get our link for Corinne's Life's premiere. One of the things you got to know about changing the times of premieres is that when you move the times. If it's too close to start time, then you have trouble and you're not actually able to move it. Cosmic Cultivators, good to see you here. And then YouTubers is here. This actually was Jay's Off-Brand TV. This is a longtime friend of TuberChat, and forgive me, I always keep forgetting. That YouTubers is just a name change on a creator that we already know really well. She's been a supporter for a long time. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I know they're fairly short here, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. And with 684 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that we know that they're thinking about. I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. Woman Outdoors is going to come up from Pennsylvania, and this creator brings us a look at a lot of outdoor activities, including fishing, camping, and outdoor cooking and bushcraft, and they get to do that in all 4 seasons because, of course, where Pennsylvania is located, we get a look at rain, at snow, at heat, at cold, and all the different things that Woman Outdoors is going to have to deal with while they're out there. I'm just going to take their latest shout-out video. It's a mail call video, and I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. They've got almost 900 subscribers now. They're getting pretty close with just barely over 30 to go, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer right now. And I'm just seeking out Corinne's Life's premiere, which is this one. I'm just grabbing the link for this. And then thank you, Cosmic Cultivators. Things been great over there. Lots of fresh produce. Very, very cool. Oh, Peter Dell is from Australia. Good to see you in the house as well. Woman Outdoors was actually recently featured. This creator as well brings is somebody who's out supporting others all the time as well. So when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly. And then hopefully Corinne's Life has the 5-minute intro. I'm sure they do. And then thank you, Mr. Fulton Mraz. They've got some exciting news. They're going to do a virtual audition for American Idol next week. He does that kind of thing frequently, so it's pretty exciting stuff. And Mr. Fulton Mraz has been with TuberChat from the very beginning, as a matter of fact. Nikki D Music and More is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. We'll get to as many as we can in the next 8 minutes or so. I'm going to drop the link another couple of times for Corinne's Life's premiere. Now, anybody can meet more friends and family members while you're over there in her live chat, the same way that we do here in TuberChat. Mr. Fulton Mraz, of course, is a member now because they were granted one of those gifted memberships. I'm just going to grab a video from Nikki D Music and More here, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up. Now, as you can see, Nikki D Music and More is going to bring us music and more, of course, but when we look at this creator who has over 100 channels on, or over 100 subscribers on that channel, I'm also going to look at Nikki D Official, and this is where we get another look at this creator in a second channel with 133 subscribers and some more music and some more variety. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She's here with us in TuberChat just about every single day. I'm just going to grab, I know that's a silent live stream, but I'm going to put it in my catch-up list anyway. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. We'll see what's coming up with Let's Try Gardening. It can, Peter Dell. Yes, it certainly can. And let's try gardening. We'll see what they got going on. They've just started up, but they've got a few videos already. Quick Tidy and Harvest. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list as well so I can see what they've done here. Let's Try Gardening has 12 subscribers. I'm hoping that we can encourage this creator by pushing them a little bit farther towards the 20 that they're thinking about. Nikki D Music and More is making me laugh because I slipped when I was talking there and I said she's got 100 channels. Could you imagine? I know a few creators who have 2, 3, or 4, and that seems to be about the limit to anybody's sanity. And 100 would just be, I think that's actually a bad dream. That's the only way to describe that. Mr. Fulton Mraz is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. Let's Try Gardening is going to help share lessons learned around the garden, whether they are mistakes or things we can copy and do for ourselves to grow different types of things. Mr. Fulton Mraz is coming up. This is another creator who's been with me for about 2.5 years, from the very beginning of Tuber Chat and beyond. He's got well over 2,000 subscribers. This creator puts a lot of focus on others. They've done a lot of interviews. They've interviewed a lot of familiar faces here in the Tuber Chat family, including myself, for which I'm grateful. Mr. Fulton Mraz makes frequent appearances here in Tuber Chat as well, and supports a lot of creators, doing a lot of sharing on the outside social networks as well. Today's featured channel, by the way, is the Bud Files. If you didn't get a chance to catch that channel yet, I hope you'll check out the first 5 or 10 minutes of today's live stream so you can see what they're all about, and head over to their channel. They are extremely supportive creators, and I wanted to introduce them to everybody today. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. And I've just dropped a link for a raid we're going to do. We're going to go over to Corinne's Life. That is the generous creator who sent over a t-shirt a few months ago for me that I'm wearing right now. I'm also wearing Mark the Shark's hat, and he is helping me out. I had a fiasco with my hair today. But this is a gorgeous hat. If you can see, it's actually embroidered. I think he sent me a nicer one than he kept, actually, for himself. But I've worn that several times as well, and I do appreciate it. Joe Grace, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then that'll be very cool, Mr. Fulton Mraz. We'll be looking forward to that interview. Chris's Clever Craft puts a lot of focus on other creators on his front page here. You can see that with a few familiar faces. He's got a few other channels as well. So Phasmanut and Kaiser Gaming YT are both gaming channels from Chris's Clever Craft, and Tip the Table is another 4th channel that this creator started. Hopefully we'll get some new content on that channel as well. I'm just going to grab a video from them. They're fixing a cord on a vacuum, it looks like there, a Dyson. Chris's Clever Craft does a lot of do-it-yourself videos on his channel. He's an extremely handy creator with a lot of charisma and likability. This creator brings us for a lot of adventures. He's got an interesting properties, both indoors and outdoors. He takes us other places as well. Sometimes for a story to be told. He's been known to do shout-out videos and is an advocate for helping others grow their channel as well. Trish the Natural, I'm just going to get you onto the wheel right this second. They also happen to be a member. I'll spin. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Trish the Natural will come up, I think. Oh, I could be mistaken. Oh, Prometheus Silence actually got that one. That was really, really, really close. And we'll see what they've got going on their channel. And then we'll look at Trish the Natural in a quick second. That channel was recently featured. Prometheus Silence, I think we've only had this channel up once before on the screen. I could be mistaken, forgive me for that. But they've got almost 700 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to take a really short video that you've got here. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list for now. That will help me just to catch up the tiniest bit. But Prometheus Silence has been making frequent appearances here in Tuber Chat, so I'm sure I'll be able to catch up a little bit more afterwards. And then they're doing a lot of video gameplay, so there's a couple of stream replays here as well. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. And Cabarar Gaming, good to see you in the house. Word up to you too. Thanks for coming in. He's got a couple of channels as well. His second one brings you tips, tricks, and tech and tutorials from the same creator behind Cabaret Gaming. And then forgive me for racing through these last few channels. We're going to go over to Corinne's Life. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to today. Oh, nothing wants to work right now. Pardon me. Can't copy and paste for some reason. Trish the Natural is up here right now. This creator was recently featured. She wants to help us understand natural hair care more than anything else. And you can see the presentation on this channel is just spectacular. I'm going to drop the link one more time for Corinne's Life. She's got a premiere right now. You'll be able to go over there and meet more friends and family members the same way that we are here. I'll leave this live stream running for a few extra minutes until her premiere begins. Later tonight, in about an hour and a half or so, I'm going to go out on my personal channel and walk around Niagara Falls again, like I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, so I hope you'll join me there. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give Corinne's Life a thumbs up on the way in. And again, forgive me for the channels we didn't get to. We're back tomorrow. Should be 4 p.m. Eastern. I may have to move it, but I will try not to. And then we'll be on for another 2 to 2.5 hours. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you with Corinne's Life. Bye-bye.